Today, we're flipping the script on ancient rulers. Forget the tyrants and despots you're used to. We're spotlighting the ancient leaders who were actually nice. So buckle up as we unearth some heartwarming tales of compassion and wisdom. And don't miss out later. I've got some golden bonus tips that'll inspire you to live a life as grand as the pyramids. Our first stop is in the heart of the Mauryan Empire with Ashoka the Great. Picture this: a battle-hardened warrior who turns into a beacon of peace. After the Kalinga War, which was so brutal it would make your spin class look easy, Ashoka had a profound change of heart. He adopted Buddhism and dedicated his life to spreading peace and love. This guy didn't just talk the talk, he walked the walk. He built hospitals not just for people but for animals too. Talk about being ahead of his time with animal rights. He also created a kind of ancient highway system, complete with rest houses and wells for weary travelers. Ashoka's transformation shows us the power of introspection and change. Now let's hop over to Babylon to hang with Nebuchadnezzar II. Aside from having a name that's a spelling bee nightmare, Nebuchadnezzar was more than just a conqueror. This guy turned Babylon into the New York City of the ancient world. The Hanging Gardens, that was his way of making his homesick wife feel better. If that's not relationship goals, I don't know what is. He was a patron of the arts and sciences, pushing Babylon to new heights in astronomy, mathematics, and literature. He even created one of the first libraries. Nebuchadnezzar reminds us that even the fiercest leaders can have a soft spot for culture and knowledge. Next, we sail down the Nile to meet Hatshepsut, Egypt's powerhouse female pharaoh. This lady ruled with more grace and wisdom than a yoga instructor. She turned Egypt into a global trade hotspot, dealing in everything from exotic African goods to Mediterranean luxuries. Hatshepsut wasn't about conquering lands. She was all about conquering hearts. Under her reign, Egypt saw a renaissance in architecture and art, like her masterpiece at Deir el-Bahari. Her rule teaches us the power of peaceful leadership and the importance of cultural and economic development. Fast forward to the Roman Empire, where we find Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king. This guy ruled Rome like it was a giant philosophy class. He was all about stoicism. Think mindfulness with a toga. He wrote Meditations, a book so full of wisdom that it's still read today. Marcus Aurelius faced some tough times, plagues, wars, the works. But he always kept his cool, focusing on the welfare of his people. He set up charities for orphans, improved education, and pioneered human rights. His reign reminds us of the importance of staying calm under pressure and caring for those in need. Enjoying this journey through ancient times? Then don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us for more fascinating stories. Now let's travel to Japan to meet Soga no Iruka. This guy was the ancient version of a social reformer. He wasn't just building roads and bridges, he was building a better society. His granaries were a game changer, ensuring no one went hungry during famines. And talking about being a fan of education, he brought in the Chinese writing system, which was like introducing the internet in the ancient world. His reforms laid the foundation for Japan's future prosperity. Soga no Iruka shows us the lasting impact of social reforms and infrastructure development. Let's venture into the lush jungles of the Maya civilization to meet Pakal the Great. This ruler of Palenque was like the ancient Elon Musk, but cooler. He turned Palenque into an architectural wonderland. The Temple of the Inscriptions, that was his masterpiece, a mix of a temple and a biography. He improved agriculture, which meant more food and more parties. His reign was a golden age of peace and prosperity, proving that economic and cultural advancements can go hand in hand. Finally, we meet Nzinga, the warrior queen of Ndongo. She fought off the Portuguese like a boss and was a master of diplomacy and strategy. Nzinga wasn't just about battles. She reformed her kingdom's economy, setting up trade networks that would make Wall Street jealous. She even reorganized the military, turning it into a force to be reckoned with. Nzinga's reign teaches us about the power of balance between strength and diplomacy and the importance of economic innovation. These rulers show us that leadership can be a force for good, even in the toughest of times. They remind us that compassion, innovation, and wisdom are timeless qualities that can truly shape the world. Now for those bonus tips inspired by our ancient friends. Number 1. Embrace change. Like Ashoka, be open to transforming your life and beliefs. Number 2. Cultivate your passions. Nebuchadnezzar II shows the importance of nurturing our cultural and intellectual interests. Number 3. Foster peace and prosperity. Hatshepsut's rule reminds us to focus on peaceful development and mutual benefit. Number 4. Practice wisdom and humility. Marcus Aurelius teaches us to stay wise and humble, even in challenging times. Number 5. Balance strength with diplomacy. From Nzinga, we learn to balance power with negotiation and to innovate for economic growth. And there you have it, a journey through time with some of the kindest rulers of the ancient world. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share if you love this historical adventure. Keep searching for the gold in every story, just like our ancient heroes did. Stay curious, and see you next time.